was a recent Saturday night in my household, and I was sent down to the local shops to grab fish and chips. Upon my return, I emptied the mailbox of its contents and placed them on the kitchen bench, along with the shark and taties. Amongst the normal mail, bland bank statements, was a handwritten, photocopied statement of a different kind. This. It made a somewhat welcome change to real estate agents wanting to give me recipes out of the goodness of their heart. My wife read it first, and then said, "Is this another of your pranks?" Which rather regrettably it wasn't, because it's a doozy. It was only when the same notice also turned up in my local sushi shop I thought I'd better give it a second glance. After all, someone was making a very determined effort to get his message out to a larger audience. Warn the public of Christchurch what was happening right under our very noses. Police corruption. Illegal microchips. People driven to suicide. Mental torture. Vulnerable victims. Cripes, under my roof there's more than just the cat that's microchipped. Could there be other ways besides 660 and Ed Sheeran to instantly bring on a headache? Fortunately, the anonymous writer directs us to an expert on the subject, Michael Bell, who looks suspiciously normal and way too skinny to be American. And his book, The Invisible Crime, non-fiction, say so on the cover. I wonder what its pages contain. The poor bloke, and millions like him, including New Zealanders, are victims of bioelectronic torture weapons not even a couple of Panadols will cure. It's all perfectly straightforward. Here I was thinking the cops were simply undermanned and that's why they don't attend burglaries anymore. Little wonder, given the time and resources it takes to do a craniotomy. Then hack into the brains via voice to the skull technology.
Synthetic telegraphy is a bio-original process of remotely hacking the human mind using a supercomputer and analysing, deciphering and manipulating a human being's thoughts in real time via the emanating brainwave frequencies. Bell has been illegally stored and tortured wherever he goes, and the constant remote electronic surveillance, strict criminal of civil liberties and privacy, severely compromising his health and his life. His every thought is being read in real time using classified technology by a sinister government obsessed with control.
A sinister government obsessed with control? You mean the Labour Greens coalition? Bell's website backs up all these allegations with a stunning array of compelling evidence. No wonder he has devotees here in New Zealand. No, it's not a trashed boy racer or a close replica of my first car. This, my friends, is a marked car, deliberately left on a roadside just to let targeted people know a criminal group knows where they travel. Nor is this some middle-aged golfer looking where he dropped his angina medicine down the back of his seat. Far from it. This is a form of covert harassment called digging. Take heed, another method of stalking. Pretend you are repairing a car. A technique known as street theatre or posing. It's a subtle, covert method of harassment performed to terrorise and torment the targeted individual. All of this is compelling stuff. And if that doesn't have you looking on Trade Me for an old diving helmet, this video on Bell's YouTube channel will. He explains what you're about to see first. Be afraid.
It's coming around again. Unbelievable. People don't believe about the helicopter targeting. You believe it now? I think he's coming around one more time. There he is. Hard tracking. Let's see if he's done or he's going to come around again. Boy, they're burning up a lot of gas on me. A lot of fuel on Michael Bell. Sounds like he's coming around one more time, maybe. There he is.
And what you see in front of you is an ear implant. It can also double as a fuse if one blows in the house. So don't go falling for the doctors telling you the ringing in your ear is down to tinnitus until he or she inserts a pair of long pliers right down to the cochlea. Like the coppers, quacks are all in on this. For me, the pieces are now falling together. That first night when we first got the leaflet, my wife suggested, are we the only ones to get this? Mulling it over, I now think so. It's more than coincidental that the leaflet is situated in random places I frequent, like my local sushi shop, all ahead of time. How, I ask you, could this happen? Unless I was the one that was being targeted. And before you laugh, when was the last time you examined the back of your skull?